guys can't wait to get this one started. The Bearcats ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Tulsa's offense will start this game off. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on 3rd down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. The Bearcats offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Nice move to stay on his feet. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Bearcats are marching down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that 1st down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
On 4th down, going to the air. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. 2nd down coming up. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Tulsa.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
To the ground. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They'll try the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Makes the catch. At the 35, he's open. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They're bringing heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Bearcats! They grab the early lead. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, the running back has it. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll be brought down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Safe completion on the screen. Still running at the 40. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Handoff from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. They're setting up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking to throw. Fired in there, but incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Pocket starts to collapse. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. It's complete.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You said
Fires one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from gorgeous Tulsa, Oklahoma, and a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's head back to the guys inside H.A. Chapman Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Tulsa will kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing.
Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Can't get him to the ground. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the tailback. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one. Touchdown, Bearcats! They take the lead with the 6. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Nice move, create some space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. On the move, it's Leon. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to run for it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tulsa. What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner goes down. Now this offense is back on the field. Running back goes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it on the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do...
He lobs one high down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Sam Houston. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. This one's complete. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He'll throw on third down. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. To the air on first down. Complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. On second down, wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Well, no big surprise here in the fourth quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. It's going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.